Alright guys, so right now I'm working on my Jeep. I have a 2015 Jeep Patriot Sport, front wheel drive, 2.0 liter, you know. Alright, so I was driving on the highway and check engine light came on. See, that had check engine light had came on, right? While I was driving, so it threw me off. So I'm about to came home, plug my scan tool, and see what's going on. Hold on. So the scan tool I'm using is this Millennium 90 Pro, right? That's the scan tool that I'm using. I'm gonna plug it in, see what it says. Okay, so this is the way it looks on the end of the plug. I'm gonna go down here. It's right here. See that? That's where you plug it in. So you get your thing, connector, press it in with the car on the on position, but it's like not on, you know. And then come over here, diagnose, OBD2. Hit OK. Read codes. Okay. So I got P0420. Current and permanent. So I guess that means this is currently going on and this is permanent. Like you gotta fix it right now, right? Catalytic system efficiency below threshold bank 1. So, alright, sorry about that. So what I'm thinking, or what I'm hoping for, is that it's the O2 sensor, right? Maybe it just needs to be replaced. Worst case scenario, it's the catalytic converter going out, or like some electrical problem. I really hope it's not that. I just hope that I just swapped the O2 sensor and it should be good to go. This is the one I got from AutoZone. It's the Bosch premium oxygen sensor, right? So there you go. Part number is 15510. There you go, 15510. And pretty much what I'm gonna do is just swap it and see, clear the codes, and then drive it around, see what happens. If it goes off, it was just a sensor. If not, then we got a bigger problem, guys. So let's go to the engine bay and see what we're working with. Alright guys, so we're here in the engine bay. Right, so behind here, you're gonna see that's the O2 sensor right there. Here's the connector. Just keep in mind that this piece right here, it slides onto that. This end right here slides onto that. So keep in mind when you're putting it back together, just slide that right back in that little pin right there. So our goal is first to disconnect this, take off that O2 sensor, and then put it in reverse to put the new one. I have this. Okay, so you can use, there's other different sockets, but I got this from my old job with the tool trucks. It's Mako. If you want another part number, OSS121. It's an O2 sensor socket, and because of kind of that angle, I really don't want to struggle. Hey lady, I really don't want to struggle, so I connected it to a 3/8 wobble universal socket adapter, and then I got a 3/8 to 1/2 inch adapter on it, so I can use this. Oh, by the way, this is from Harbor Freight. And this right here is a Mako. I mean, you can use any, or you can just get a 3/8 socket and ratchet and just like go with it, but I like leverage. But if y'all guys want to know this, I really like this. Comes in handy a lot. Part number is CP1612RBE. Okay, and then the ratchet I'm using is a 1/2 inch ratchet. Okay, let's just disconnect that. swap it and see how it goes. Okay, so what you want to do first is disconnect. This connects it, right? So there's a little tab right here. I don't know if y'all can see that right here. You're gonna push it down, and then it pulls right out. Then what you're gonna want to do is get your O2 sensor socket and try to put it in there. Sorry. Fit your O2 sensor socket. Put that wire through that line. When you're going in, before you put your socket on there with your ratchet, I mean, think about it. It's like 97-some thousand miles. It's never came off, so it's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna be seized up in there, like it's gonna be real tight. That's what I use. WD-40. But I like these new specialists. It really gets in there. You know, you just go in, right? Spray a little bit on there. You don't need to cake it up, you know, just enough to really get in there, and just like that is good, right? And just let it sit for about 30 seconds. Let it break down all that rust, all that residue, and it should be easier to come off. Okay, now we come through. Watch out, that wire. Now that you got your ratchet with your socket, I took off the universal adapter, but because I didn't have a little too extra. But now that you got your socket in there, then you gotta come out here and break it loose. So let's try this out. Hold on, let me down this camera. Oop, just like that. Alright, I broke it loose. You can just come in after that. It came off easy, bro. Like, real easy. I wasn't even trying hard. It's that WD-40, bro. Take it out. And let's check this out. It's just, I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know if that's like a good sign or a bad sign, but it's never been taken off since it's been put on through the manufacturer. Right? So this wire all tanked up. So let's look at this. Alright, so what I'm about to do is get this side-by-side comparison with the new one. Let's see if the parts check out. Alright, so here's the side. This is the old, this is the new one that came in this box. Both connectors look the same. Okay, the wiring's a little different. I guess the manufacturer, like, they only use so much of this rubber, but this one goes all the way, like the cover of it. Okay, see, you put them side by side. This one has like this little plastic boot on here. This one doesn't. These look, I guess that, I don't know. And see, this is what throwing me off. These look totally different. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or what, but this is exactly why you need to, when you're replacing a part, you should check side by side, make sure you got the exact part. I mean, because look, like, this is the same connectors, probably the same wire, but I guess the end of it, this one has like a cylinder with like some lines in it. And then, why is my camera like this? But yeah, and then this one's like, I don't know. Alright, so I just came back and they're telling me that that is the right part. It just looks different because it's a different brand. At least that's what I was told. But I'm like, alright, well, I already bought it, so the worst case scenario, I put it on and it don't work, I can just take it off or return it. But this is exactly why, oh shit, it's exactly why you always, when you're replacing parts, you always check, you always match. But they said this is the one. It's just different looking because it's an aftermarket. So slap this on, see what we got. Before slapping it on, you want to make sure that you got some anti-seize on the thread. Always make sure that, you know what I mean, jelly bean. Okay, so then come over here, and then try to do it with your hands. careful with the wiring, because it does twist. So just be aware of that. That's hand tight. And you kind of just untangle the wire because you don't want that to mess up. Okay, got your ratchet on there. Start tightening it. Get it nice and snug. That should be good. Alright. She ain't going nowhere. Then get your connector. Then you want to go ahead and get you some dielectric grease. And I'm gonna make a separate video about this. I'm gonna explain well, a lot of the stuff I use, I'm gonna make videos and explain what they are and what they do, but right now we're just trying to just take my word for it. So what you're gonna do is you need dielectric grease, right? And you want to put it, see, there's too much sun out here. You want to put it around the connectors, because what it does is it keeps water and debris and dirt and all that grunt, all that stuff. It keeps it from getting inside and messing with your connectors. It acts as a seal, kind of. You know what I mean? It's always good to have that, and that actually can save you a lot of headaches in the long run. All right, so you get this right, and you just want to put it around the edge. You know what I mean? Just around the edge. Now remember, this is acting as a seal. It's not a conductor of electricity, you know. None of that. It acts as a seal. So if you kick it up, you have a possibility of damaging the terminals. Alright, so what I did too was go around the outside on the top so you can create that seal, because think about it. You get this connector, right? When you put it in, this black connector covers that. So all this dielectric grease is going to be on the outside of this white connector, so it creates a seal on the inside. So then you plug it together. You get that click, you know, pull on the pigtail, make sure it don't come out. You'll see a little bit of it coming out on the side, and that's exactly what you want. Well, I mean, if you, it's okay, but you know, it's not, if you got a shitload coming out, then that's, yeah, clear it up, but that's good. Okay. Then remember what I told you about that little sleeve and that pin in the beginning? Make sure you slide that in, and there you go. You have replaced your O2 sensor. Alright guys, so a quick update. I ended up slapping the O2 sensor, right, from the Bosch one into my car. Then what I did is I cleared the code with my scanner, and then I was going to take off, see if the check engine light was going to pop back on. And when I drove it like 10 feet and I realized that I smelled smoke, and I looked around and I was like, damn, like, who's cooking? Like, who's out here cooking bacon or something? But then I realized it was the car. So I was like, oh man. So I parked it right back. I opened the hood, and there was smoke coming out of the O2 sensor. So I was like, man, this don't look right at all. So I took it out. I called my homeboy from AutoZone. I told him it was smoking, and he was like, all right, we'll bring it back. We'll see what's going on. So come to find out, in their system, it said that it was an upstream O2 sensor. That's what they gave me. But come to find out, it was a downstream. And it's not going to work that way. You know, you're going to mess something up. So what they end up doing was they end up swapping it, the one that looked just like it. That's why I tell you guys, always compare the parts before you install them, because you run into situations like me right now. So this right here is NTK, the sensor specialist. Yeah, it's too much sun out here. NTK Sensor special looks like that, right? And the part number is 23161. Okay. Now, this is why it's good to check your parts. Make sure they match. Because look, where's my... So this right here is the old one, right? And then here's the new one. See how it looks the same? That's why it's always good to check your parts. It saves you, so you can check your parts before you actually go in. Save you time, save you a headache, all that. So that's just the update that I got. You see the connectors on here are the same too. So yeah, so that's good. That's real good. Alright, just a little food for thought, you know. So pretty much just go by the whole video step by step the way I did it, but I'm just gonna do it with this sensor. Okay, I just figured I'd just let you guys know. So I feel like it's good that for me to go through it and to understand that, you know, hey, this is a problem. And for some of you guys that don't really know how to, that don't really know much about this stuff, that's why I make these videos. So, exactly why I make these videos. Alright guys, let me go ahead and do all this stuff, slap this on, same way I showed you. And let's clear the code and take it out for a drive. Alright guys, so just got home. Drove an extra like 2.5 miles after that, so total like almost 8 miles. And no check engine light, that's all cleared. I smell no smoke, so it's good. So it was my O2 sensor, you know. I'm pretty sure if something's wrong with the cat or like an electrical problem or something, it would have still came up, but it just cleared up. So that's it, that's the video. That is how you replace O2 sensor upstream on a 2015 G Patriot Sport 2 front wheel drive 2.0 liter 4-cylinder, yada yada. Alright, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. I really want to make my channel grow. I really want to build a channel to where I can share my experiences, you know, because now I'm actually out here working on cars. Now I feel like I got the tools I need to go on and just explore and learn new things. So, and I want to actually take you guys on my journey. So like, subscribe, share the video to someone who has a Patriot that you know is running through the same issues. Show them, and looking forward to making more videos for you guys. Alright, thank you guys, man. Y'all guys have a good one. Be safe and stay out of trouble. Alright, peace.